Adani is in fact in news by the way of a press release or a press note that Adani Group of companies came out with, anticipating that there could be negative reporting in the media, specifically naming Financial Times.
So I think, Shweta, that is a preemptive statement that Adani Group has come out with. To my understanding, Financial Times journalists might have reached out to Adani Group requesting a statement, and Adani Group in its preemptive statement has already published, stating that again it seems to be agenda driven malicious intention of the Financial Times publication and its reporters to again try and put Adani Group in the dock. And what Adani Group is saying is that it's pretty much a rehash of a DRI circular of 2016, which has been raked up again. And this issue of perhaps, pertains to another 40 companies, another 39 companies, plus Adani making it a total of 40, which were issued that DRI circular. And Adani Group statement preempting that report publishing by Financial Times, also calling it, intended towards financially destabilizing the conglomerate, saying there's nothing new in the report which is yet to be published, and looks like it's trying to, cushion its impact on the stock market, trying to cushion the impact that Adani stocks could face, because we've seen in the past Hindenburg report, which was released in the month of Jan, saw Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani's overall wealth erosion come down to about a third, from 120 odd billion dollars to about $40 billion, which went up to about 60 billion. And thereafter, OCCRP also, according to Adani Group, rehashing the Hindenburg research report and presenting it in the month of August. And now another Financial Times report, which had originally published even the OCCRP report, now coming up perhaps with another report on the lines of either the DRI circular of 2016, which also has names like JSW Steel, Reliance Infra, and multiple other Indian companies, but saying that specifically cherry picking on Adani Group and doing another
Targeting
damning report
Adani
is
Group,
pretty much a target on Adani Group of companies, and there is nothing new, nothing fresh in that report. It's a rehash of what has been there in public domain in the past.
All right,
But
and
I
then
mean,
how's
as
the
a
Adani
yes,
stocks reacting
exactly.
to that news?
So, of the 3 lakh crore that the entire market lost yesterday, 10% came from Adani Group of stocks. We saw a correction of about 2 to 5% yesterday. Well, most of it came from Adani Power and Adani Ports. We saw a 5% or so correction in Adani Ports. Similar sort of a correction in Adani Power as well. Although the stocks have since recovered, I mean, most of the stocks, I mean, for example, Wilmar is currently trading about 3% higher. Adani Ports is also trading about 3% higher. Total Gas is trading about 0.8% higher, and Adani Enterprises is also trading about 2% higher. So after yesterday's crash, I think it has eased some concerns as far as there being another report about Adani Group out in public domain.
All right, another report, and in anticipation of that report, a preemptive statement coming from Adani Group of companies. Kush, it appears that obviously there are efforts being made to perhaps report on Adani, but what's important to point out is in the entire saga around reports of short selling, reports of whether there was stock market manipulation, the important crucial SEBI report that everybody's been eyeing on is not yet out.
Correct, and that's why I've also maintained a view that there are plenty of other fish in the sea. I mean, why does a trader really have to pick the Adani stocks especially given the kind of news flow around them? While I understand that a lot of interest and a lot of participation does happen in these stocks, it's not a bad idea, unless you are a high risk trader, you have all your risk management systems in place. It's not a bad idea to perhaps give them a miss. Now, these news flow might continue for a while, and if that's the case, why would you want to participate in them? So my view is that pick a sector and look for other stocks in that sector, and you might want to ride that wave, which are relatively less volatile or which have less news flow coming in. So that's how I would play. If I want to play in any other in any space that these companies have a presence in, if I have to play purely from trading perspective. So that's how I would actually play. Hence you find very few recommendations on the Adani Group. the couple that we really like are Adani Ports and Adani Power. But as I said, we've got a lot of options in that space as well. So why not just play that?
All right, Kush, thank you very much for taking time out this morning. Thank you for joining us with your views.